We are at the most magical place on earth and the busiest theme park in the world to give you tips and tricks to navigate spring break and some of the busiest times here at Disney World.
So make sure you subscribe and let's head on into the park. One of the best things that you can do to ensure that you have a great trip, even during the most busy times of year, is to manage your expectations appropriately. When crowds are thick and lines are long, just know that you're not gonna get everything done. So slow down, enjoy the park, enjoy your time together, be in the moment, and know that it's okay if you don't get everything done. Just soak in those memories while you're here. Also, be aware that lines are gonna be long, not just for rides. That means things like food, restrooms, transportation. So make sure that when you are planning your itinerary or you're planning on where to go next, you are leaving extra time for everything. You will need it.
During really busy times, be sure if you are going to do a mobile order to go ahead and place that as early in the day as possible, because the times that you want to eat will go very quickly. Let's say peak lunchtime or peak dinner time, say noon, 5 p.m. Those mobile order windows will be snatched up very quickly. So if you want to plan a lunch break or a dinner break and you're going to do a mobile order for a counter service restaurant, place those as early in the day as possible, even as early as you get to the park, because it's not like it's gonna go anywhere. One of our biggest tips for managing crowds during spring break and busy times of the year is to take breaks. Now, breaks can look very different to many people. That could mean maybe going back to your resort or your hotel and taking a nap, maybe taking a shower, get a nice change of clothes. Or it could mean even going to a gift shop, could mean going to a nearby resort for a reservation for a meal. Whatever it looks like to you, make sure you take those breaks to get away from people, to get away from the heat, and cool down and get refreshed.
It is important to take a lot of breaks during your day, but it's also important of when you start your day and how you end your day. The best times to come to the park are early in the morning and late in the evening, because the lines are usually shorter and the crowds are not quite as crazy. Especially if you are a Disney Resort guest, remember that you can enter the theme parks up to 30 minutes early each day, and if you're staying at a deluxe resort, on select evenings they even have extended evening hours at certain parks. So take advantage of that time. It will make all the difference. Hydration, hydration, hydration. Drinking water or not drinking enough water can make or break a vacation faster than anything else. It is hot in Orlando, yes. Even during the non-summer months, it is still very hot, and it is super easy to get sun exhaustion, heat exhaustion. Drink water. My rule of thumb, what I do when I'm in the parks, is anytime I see a water fountain, I get a drink. And don't complain to me about the nasty Florida water. Trust me, when you're hot and you're sweaty and you're dying of thirst, it tastes just fine.
A really good way to ruin your trip is by getting a sunburn, which leads me to our next point, and that's to not only bring sunscreen, but actually put it on, right? Besides bringing sunscreen, what happens if you actually do get a sunburn? Maybe plan to bring some sort of aloe vera gel or a cooling gel, something along those lines. That way, if you do get sunburn, you do have something ready to go to prepare for it. That way you can continue your magical trip.
Something that can help a lot with your trip, especially with cutting down on wait times, is Disney Genie Plus. Yes, this is an added cost, and no, you do not have to purchase this. However, if you do decide that you want to try and utilize this tool on your trip, I do encourage you to purchase it early. You can purchase it as early as midnight the day of your park day, and I honestly would suggest doing it, especially if you're coming during a busy time. We have now officially seen a few of those peak days where Genie Plus does sell out, so the earlier in the day you can purchase it, the more rides you can get on. If you want to learn more about what Genie Plus is and how to use it, make sure that you check out my video where we ride all of the rides in Magic Kingdom using Genie Plus and a little bit of a secret weapon. That's linked down in the description box below.
As I mentioned earlier, a great way to take a break without actually leaving the park and having to deal with transportation and the time that it takes and everything like that is to do some sort of dining reservation in the park. That could be a restaurant like Be Our Guest here in the Magic Kingdom or really any other park. But a pro tip is you need to book those dining reservations early. If you're someone that is a Disney Resort guest, those reservations open 60 days before the start of your vacation. If you are someone who is staying off property at a nearby resort or hotel, those booking windows will open 60 days before you want to dine. If you are wanting to eat at a popular restaurant or maybe go meet and eat with some of your favorite characters, those reservations will go very quickly. For example, Be Our Guest right behind me, or Chef Mickey's over at the Contemporary, just to name a few. Be sure if you want to eat at those popular reservations that you get on the app or the Disney website and book those reservations now.
This tip is not the most fun, but we do need to talk about it. If you're coming to Disney World with little kiddos, it is busy and it can be a little easy to lose your little ones sometimes. So it's really important to have a plan in place for what happens if you do lose your kids. You need to talk to them about going to the cast members. If they do get lost, find the ones with the name tags and let them know. Have your phone number or contact information somewhere on your kid, whether it be written on their magic band or on a tattoo or anything like that. You can even go as far as getting little air tags that you slip into your kids' pockets. I know they even make little bracelets. All of those things can be really great to make sure if you do get separated, you're able to find each other again. Disney cast members are also very excellent at reuniting you with your children, so don't worry. If you are going to lose your kid, this is the place to do it. Spring break and busy season usually means that you're probably traveling with your family, and sometimes you might even be in a bigger group. Here's a few tips to help you have a better time if you are traveling in a large party. Number one, wear brightly colored shirts. This is gonna make your time a lot easier trying to find each other, especially if you get separated. Speaking of separating, don't feel like you have to do every single thing together. You are more than welcome to split up. If half of you want to go ride a ride while half of you go eat a snack, do it. If you're trying to please everybody all day long, it's not going to turn out well. Don't be afraid to split up. You'll make everybody happier that way. Since you will be splitting up, I do recommend having at least one time where you guys are all doing something together, whether that be a sit-down meal or maybe riding a ride together. But with that, kind of also along with like losing your kids, it's important to have a meeting spot. So make sure that everybody knows, hey, if you get separated and you don't know where anyone is, this is where we're going to meet up.
When lines are long, what do you do if you don't want to wait in line? You consider other entertainment options. For example, here in the Magic Kingdom, you have the Casey's Corner Pianist, you have the Dapper Dans, you have the Flag Retreat. In Epcot, you have the Janitors. In Hollywood Studios, there's tons of meet and greets. In Animal Kingdom, there's so many shows, and even in Hollywood Studios. With all that being said, consider all of those other entertainment options when you're coming to Disney World, because 9 out of 10 times, those lines will be shorter than your standard attractions.
bonus hydration tip, don't forget you can always order free ice waters from any quick service location around the parks that serves fountain drinks. Yay, water. Stay hydrated. Also, we took our own advice and we mobile ordered some pretzels for dinner.
And skipped a long line.
Because that's what you do with Disney. We hope you got some great tips out of this, and hopefully this helps to make your spring break trip even more magical. Let us know if you have comments or questions.
And if you want extra help and one-on-one help from us, don't forget that we are travel planners specializing in Disney vacations, and we would love to help plan your next magical trip.
That's all we have for you guys today.
Now go create your ever after.